Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Brandon.
this is Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Uh, just just getting ready to head to work.
Do you have any idea who this is?
No, not one bit.
All right,
Okay.
cool. Well, it's Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
All right. Why are you guys calling me?
Well, because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and she emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you're blowing her off.
Someone emailed you that I went on a date with.
Yeah.
Call
Well-
me.
Yeah. You recently hung out with a girl that you know very well. Her name is Jenna.
God.
What? I mean, she knows that date is a pretty loose term here.
I was gonna say we were not out on a date.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. She told us.
When you said you call on for people who have gone out, I haven't been out on a date for months. I've been doing this show.
Yeah. She told us that's where she met you. You guys are performing in the same play.
Yeah.
And she said that after you guys had finished everything and you were having the party for your closing night, she said that you guys made out at that party and then went and had some fondue and spilled cheese all over each other and then went back to your place. And I don't know. I don't want to even think about what was done there, but did some stuff there
It
together
wasn't
as
for the
well.
lactose intolerant.
Is that all true?
Yeah, no, I mean it happened.
Nice.
Wait, you sound kind of hesitant about it. Like, didn't you enjoy yourself?
I mean, we had a decent time and we had kind of had this real flirty thing going on during the course of the performance or whatever, but it was fun.
Okay.
All right.
This is
So
all
not-
positive.
Not good, not great, but fun.
Yeah, I mean, great is a whole nother level if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But,
So was it just? I mean, maybe it was just a one night stand for you, and that's it.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't completely shut off from it at first. It didn't have to be a one night stand. I wasn't like, oh, this is a one night stand, definitely.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so-
it wasn't a one night stand, definitely. Why is it a one night stand now? What's so funny?
You have to tell us.
Yeah, we were pretty.
It's so funny.
What happened? You have to tell me what happened.
I mean, so at one point we went back to my place and it kind of took a really strange turn, I'll be honest with you.
Wait, who made the turn to strange? You or her?
Well, I mean, if it was me that made the turn to strange, I don't think we'd be having this conversation.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. That's true. You
That's a
probably would
good
have just
point.
hung up on us and been like, not interested.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I mean, it was totally. She made things so weird once we actually kind of started fooling
What?
around and hooking up, and I was just like, I felt so uncomfortable. It was so strange.
Really?
What'd she
Why?
do?
She
Oh
I really
my
don't.
God.
It's so weird. I really don't think I should. I don't think I should
No,
tell you.
I
guys.
think now you've gone too far, dude.
No,
You
It can't be that weird.
Do you
look.
think?
She wanted to do the second date update, right? We talked to everybody. We're like, you have to be willing to hear whatever this person says. So
Yeah.
whatever is so hysterical to you, she's willing to hear it.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Fine.
Maybe she doesn't think it's weird. Maybe just you do.
I think you guys probably will too.
Really?
So we're hooking up and making out, and she kept insisting on calling me by my character's name from the play that we were in.
What?
It was so weird. It was so weird.
Like
That's
role-playing?
weird. Yeah, so she wanted to hook up with the character and not you.
Honestly, I didn't think about it that way, but that makes it a hell of a lot weirder.
Why? Why does
is
it make
that
it
so
weirder?
Weird, though.
The character that I played was Tiny Tim
What?
from
Shut
A Christmas
up.
Carol.
Tiny Tim
Wait.
from A Christmas Carol.
Stop
From the
it.
Christmas, yeah.
All right, that is
Tiny
weird.
Tim.
That's
She
weird.
kept insisting on calling me Tiny Tim the whole time.
Can you?
Tiny Tim this, Tiny Tim kiss that.
Wow.
What did you say to her?
No.
I mean, I didn't say much, obviously. I kept going.
Oh my god.
At least it could have been like Scrooge or something. I don't know, but not Tiny. I mean, no, nothing is good from that play. I don't think. But
No. And at a certain point, she stopped. She dropped the Tim entirely, and she just started calling me Tiny.
Okay, that's
come on,
acceptable.
Tiny.
Okay, to her defense, is there any way she could have just been so still wrapped up in the play that it's just the name that she used?
I honestly, I think that's a question you're going to have to ask her. I have no clue.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Why don't we do that then, Brandon?
You mean Tiny Tim?
Jenna, do you remember?
Whoa, what?
Oh, Brandon, Jenna is on the other line listening. And so
Are you kidding me?
no, I'm not.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's way
Jenna?
more embarrassing for her.
Jenna, are you still on the phone?
Oh, Jenna.
I am
Hi.
How many shades of red are you right now, Jenna?
about 1 million.
Oh, you
Like a whole rainbow of red. I do not remember saying that. Brandon, I thought I remembered everything that happened that night, but apparently I was wrong.
How do you not remember that? You must have said it like 30 times in 45 minutes or so. Like, you don't remember this? That you wanted me to call you Mrs. Cratchit the whole time?
Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit.
It was weird.
That is.
Like I have no idea what drunk me wanted to do. I thought it was funny, maybe drunk me thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny. That was
But
not
you
funny
didn't
at all.
say anything about it. You didn't stop.
No, I didn't stop, but like I laughed into the pillow a couple times.
Oh my God. But you could have I don't know, said, hey, you owe me a coffee, and then us have a conversation about it instead of just ghosting me. I thought, whatever, if you don't want to do that thing again, that's fine. But I thought
If you don't want to role play Tiny Tim and Miss Cratchit in the bedroom.
She has a very good point, Brandon.
I'm sorry. I'm a pretty honest person, and it just is what it is. Like, we had a connection, and now we don't have a connection, I'll be honest. Like, I don't feel that great about it.
Ouch.
well, then you're obviously kind of a dead inside jerk. I mean, how can you just have a connection and then be like, nope, never happened. You either have a real connection or you don't, or you're dead inside, which you're obviously dead inside. So,
Whoa.
Brandon, I would love to ask if you will go on a second date with Jenna.
Wow.
We will pay for it.
Oh, God, I don't think I can sit at a table and look her in the eyes at this point.
Wow.
So that's a no?
Honestly, it was too weird for me. We were these characters in this play, and then we go back to my place, and all of a sudden it's Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit hanging out in bed naked. It's too weird.
It's really weird.
But an interesting continuation to the whole thing.
No, it's
All right, well, Jenna, I'm sorry you didn't get your second date.
yeah, I'm not sorry. And, obviously this jerk doesn't understand, what happens when you get wasted and have some fun.
Yeah, sometimes you get wasted and you hook up with Tiny Tim.
It's so gross, man.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Teresa?
this is she.
Hey, Teresa, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You mean the radio station?
Yes, I am the entire radio station.
Yeah, I listen to you guys sometimes. What's up?
Oh, nice.
That's awesome, Teresa. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
If you listen a lot, have you heard the second date updates before?
I don't know if I have.
It's a segment we do on our show where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up giving them the cold shoulder after that date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard one of these, but it was a while ago.
Okay, well, what if I told you that you are now the star of a second date update?
Ooh.
You're kidding, right?
No.
No, not at all. Yeah, you recently went out with a dude who calls himself Gator.
Oh my God. So you wanted you guys to call me?
Yep.
Have you just been really busy and you haven't been able to get back to him?
Yeah. I mean, can you just tell him that?
Well,
Come on.
if you would have
That's such
sold
a
that a
lie.
little more convincingly, maybe, but it's obvious that you were like, yeah, sure, whatever. Do you mind telling us why you're not calling Gator back?
I mean, I don't want to really say it because it's kind of embarrassing for him. So I just feel like
If it's the butt shaving thing, he told us about that.
Actually, that was really funny. We had a vent off. I don't know if he told you that, but it was like venting about your exes.
Yeah, he did tell us about it, and he did say that he shared with you that he was mad at one of his exes because she wouldn't shave his butt.
I know. That's ridiculous. I mean, I was a little skeptical, but I got to call my ex an idiot. He got to call his ex an idiot. So I thought it was cool.
Oh, you did enjoy it. Okay.
Yeah, I actually did. You should actually try that sometime. It's pretty
Dude.
funny.
I do it a couple times a week. Okay, $100 an hour, though, to do it with a therapist. But anyway, probably even more fun on a date. So if that didn't bother you, then why aren't you calling him back? Like, what's wrong with Gator?
There's just a weird situation, and I don't know. It was just weird. That I don't know what to say about it.
On the date, a weird situation happened?
So briefly, I go to the ladies' room, and when I come back, there's like a big, or maybe not a big, but a noticeable piece of my food missing. There's like a piece of fish missing from my plate.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, and so I was just like, did this guy really eat off my plate? And it was just like bugging me. So I went to the ladies again.
Oh my gosh, so you're going to test him?
Exactly. So I asked the waiter to watch while I was away because he was like super friendly, and I just thought couldn't hurt. So I come out of the bathroom, and the waiter catches my eye. I go over there, and he says, yeah, he just took a bite out of your roll.
Out of your dinner roll?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
So while you were going to the bathroom, he's eating the food off your plate?
Yeah, who does that?
Whoa.
Like, that is just, I mean, he didn't even ask me.
Were you like raving about how good your food was and you don't think he could help himself, or?
I have no idea what the deal was because, I mean, it's a first date. I didn't want to come out and be
Oh
like,
my gosh.
did you just eat half of my asparagus? What is wrong with you? Let me smell your pee. Like, it's weird.
Oh my
I
god.
like how he
Maybe
waits for you to go to the bathroom too. Like he's sneaking bites of your food. Like,
Sneaky, strange.
Maybe he was hungry. Those restaurant portions at some of those fancier places are really small.
The bottom line is this guy was eating off my plate, and it's a first date. We're not like best friends or anything where he's just chomping on my food.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt super weird about it, and it was a huge turnoff.
yeah, I can see that. You know, this might be a turnoff too, but Gator is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yep.
Hi, Teresa.
Oh my God.
First of all, I didn't know you saw that, so real sorry about that.
Oh my God, you are unbelievable. I mean, at least you admitted it. You weren't trying to sneak out of it or anything.
Why are you eating people's food while they go to the bathroom, Gator?
I was hungry. I was nervous all day for the date. Didn't eat lunch. You know, so here we're at dinner. I just grabbed a tiny little forkfuls. Remember why my name is Gator? I could have eaten that whole thing in a second.
Oh,
But I
yes. So you practiced some restraint. That's very nice of you.
Did you not think I wouldn't notice?
I did not. No, I didn't think you would notice. It was tiny little fish forkfuls. Fish gets flaky and spreads out, and you're like, oh, I guess it just fell or something. I don't know.
Gator, I mean, there's other ways to go about it. Like you could order an appetizer or ask for another basket of bread.
Well, that was the thing. They took the bread away, and I got hungry. I was embarrassed to be like, hey, bring the bread, more bread. You know, I didn't want to look like a pig. I'm on a date here, so instead of like, you know, I thought it would be better just to snack a little bit on the plate. You know, I didn't.
Yeah, you don't want to look like a pig. You know, you want to just eat off somebody else's plate while they go to the bathroom.
That's better.
Just tiny amounts, exactly. Yeah.
Tiny bites.
Yeah. And I feel bad. This is not what I do. But, you know, I did pay for it. So, yeah, I mean, in essence, it was fine. And, you know.
I guess you're right.
Oh.
You were loaning the food to her, I guess.
And that's where you lost me.
Oh.
What? I paid for if anything, you were eating my food because I paid for it. So,
What?
you know, technically, I was giving it to you and you were eating my fish. So,
I never thought of it like that.
What is wrong with you?
that's the only thing wrong with me is I was hungry. I mean, I told you that. I didn't eat all day. And if we were dating for a long time, this would be no problem. It would be cute. But just because it's a
Yes.
first date, you get
I would agree
all
with
mad.
that.
Well, but also it might be cute if you guys are doing it together and you're not waiting until she goes to the bathroom to steal your food, I guess, but to steal the food off her plate.
Okay, that's a good point. At one point, I was thinking maybe, you know, I'll ask her, but, you know, we're in the middle of a vent off, and it would be in poor taste.
That would be in poor taste. I mean, here's the thing, Gator. I have also been hungry on a date before, but do you know what I did afterwards? I went and got myself a burger at a drive-thru on the way home. That's how you solve that problem.
There you go.
Well, I also did that, too, because the fish wasn't very big.
Whoa.
How much can you eat, sir?
Yeah.
Well, they call me Gator for a reason, okay? I can eat a lot. I still look good. I'm not called Little Baby Bird.
All right.
All right, well, I don't want to ask this question because I don't want to have to buy you food, but Teresa, would you like to go on a second date with Gator? We will pay for it.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Oh.
Look, I know you don't want to go on another date with me, but we did have a really good time. The vent off, we were laughing, and I shouldn't have eaten off your plate sneakily. I'm sorry. Next time I'll ask if I can have a bite.
Hey,
Will there be a next time, Teresa?
I feel like you should give him just one more chance.
you had fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
come on.
only if he admits that saying when he paid for the food, it was technically his.
Yeah.
That better have been a joke.
I agree with that.
Oh.
That was a joke. Bad joke. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll pay for it. So the food that you guys eat is technically ours. And I'm going to come over and eat off of both of your plates, okay?
That works. Great.
That sounds good to me.
Yes. Gator is ready to chow down.
All right, you guys, we'll get it all set up and send you out on another date. Teresa, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
She sounds so excited.
And Gator,
Yep.
go get some food now because I'm sure it's been a few minutes. You're probably starving.
Actually, I didn't tell you guys this, but I've been eating through this entire phone call.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Brittany, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Brittany, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi,
Have
Brittany.
you ever heard of it before?
Ever heard of what before?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm not sure.
All right. It sounds like you just woke up. Are you tired?
Yes.
Well, good morning,
Well, sorry about that. Well,
sleepyhead.
so we're calling you because we actually got an email from one of our listeners who asked us to call you.
Okay.
You want to know who?
Still not registering, is it?
She's not awake.
Well, no, I'm intrigued.
Okay. His name is Michael.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right. And you met Michael at the gym recently.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you went out with Michael on a date after and left pretty quick into it, and you haven't contacted him since.
That is correct.
Okay, cool. Well, Michael emailed us because he wants to know what went wrong.
Oh, well, I mean, it was just like, I wasn't really sure how I felt, you know. I just couldn't really deal with it. First dates are weird, you know, so.
Did you? This was my theory, okay? My theory is that you went out with him as a pity date because he told us about the whole treadmill fiasco where he injured both you and him.
Initially, it kind of was. You know, I'm like, oh my God, such a weird guy. You know, like I'll just go out with him and get him off my back. But I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about him, and I felt really awkward. I had to leave.
During the drinks that you guys were having, you felt awkward?
Yeah, I'm still like kind of going through like a breakup, if you will, sort of. I'm kind of sensitive, so it was going really well, and I'm just so surprised that I liked him, you know, and I don't know if I'm ready to, you know, move forward with a guy that I might like, and I don't know. I'm just sort of a mess right now emotionally.
Oh my God, that's
Oh,
really
that
sweet.
sucks. But you could tell that you liked him that much just from that experience?
Yeah, we like had a lot in common, and like we started like finishing each other's sentences, and yeah, I was taken aback at how like attracted to him I became throughout just like that half hour, and the feelings were kind of overwhelming that I had to excuse myself.
Wait, how long have you? Are you single right now, or are you still in a relationship?
Oh no, I am single, but like I had a fiance, and it was very messy,
Yeah.
and it's only been about 5-6 months or so, and I promised myself that I wouldn't date anyone for at least a year
Yeah.
to really get over this guy, you know, to be fully open and available for a new relationship, and you know, it wouldn't be fair to Michael, you know, to be in you know, to date someone when I'm like this. So
But you could still do stuff with him.
Jubal!
I mean, what's a good way to get over a breakup?
well, that's the thing. I felt like this could be a really special guy in my life, and I'm really not ready for that. So I really need like, you know, a year to heal and be available, and it's only been about 6 months or so. So
Okay, so you just want us to tell him, you just want us to tell him that he's got to wait 6 months if he wants another date.
kind of, probably.
I feel like that is so emotionally responsible of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, you really are aware of where you're at in the healing process, and this guy is obviously not just a rebound guy.
Correct. And, you know, I don't know if he feels that way about me or anything, and I'm just like, whoa, this is happening way too fast, and so, I don't know, it's a little embarrassing, but...
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, I was saying we could tell him that, and I think you could probably just do it yourself, though, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
You're not serious, are you?
I am 100% serious. Michael?
Brittany, how you doing? Sorry about that.
Awkward laugh.
That's not fair. I didn't know you were on the line.
I mean, I'm just like blown away right now. I really just thought that you didn't want to see me again. I can't believe.
I'm really sorry. I didn't really know how to process everything that was going on, and obviously now you know everything I've been going through. So it's just, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she wants to see you again just in 6 months.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, and that makes sense. But at the same time, it's like I'd really like to see you again. And if you had a good time and feel that same way about me, it's kind of crazy not to at least hang out,
Yeah, I just I don't think it would be fair to you either, because I'm not completely 100% there yet. I'd still be thinking about my ex, and I don't want to bring any like crap from that relationship into this. So it's just I'm trying to be responsible and careful with my emotions. And
For sure, I hear what you're saying. That's really good that you're like processing that. At the same time, though, it's like so rare that you meet somebody. I mean, I really feel like you're like the most beautiful girl I've ever met. And, like after talking to you, and like your heart is like even more beautiful on the inside. I mean, I just.
Oh, you're so sweet. That was the best compliment ever.
I'm tearing up over here.
Oh.
No, that's really beautiful, and I appreciate that. And I would love to say yes. I don't think it's a good idea right now. And like you said, it's not, every day you meet someone so special. So like, I'll still, if we're still there for each other in 5-6 months or whatever, like, cool.
Brittany, look, you've heard everybody swooning about how hearts and love and all that stuff are beautiful.
God, you're romantic.
If it is in fact that beautiful, don't you think you should just go for it?
I see your point. It's just I think that'll be too messy. I need more time to heal and be confident and figure out like who I am as a person. And
yeah, that's
I was
good.
in this relationship for a long time.
Right.
One last question, and I've heard what you said. You said you're not interested until you feel like you've healed enough. But would you like to go out with Michael on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Brittany, before you answer, I know you've said no to me and them asking like a whole bunch, but just please think about it. I mean, I just want to say that if we had that much of a connection after 30 minutes of hanging out, it just seems crazy to me to risk throwing that away. Like, why don't you take a couple weeks and heal, and then maybe we can like get together.
Yeah,
listen to him, Brittany. I mean, there's no such thing as good timing. These things always happen when you least want them to.
No, I hear you guys, and I appreciate it. It just, I promised myself a year. I think that's a good timeline to feel better, and so I just have to, regretfully decline.
Brittany, I think you're making a big mistake because, as somebody who's gone through a lot of breakups and always promised myself at the end of those that I would wait a certain amount of time, I've always jumped in like into another relationship at about the 6-month mark, and you might be missing out on a really awesome breakup.
Wait, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, Jubal's such a good example of healthy relationships in this world.
I fully support you, Brittany. Stick it out. Stick to your guns.
Yeah, thanks for that. Michael, keep my phone number, and like in 6 months, we can see what happens. We can still see each other at the gym, maybe.
Oh, man, that's too bad. Well, I will definitely call you in a few months.
Oh.
She said 6, not a few.
Stick to the rule.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Can I speak to Paul, please?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, what's up, Paul? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm assuming you probably don't know what Brooke and Jubal in the morning is because you're a bartender and you work late at night and we work early mornings.
Yeah. What are you?
Well, my name is Jubal and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's me, and then Brooke is also here.
Hey, Paul.
And Jose is here as well.
Hey, what up?
Okay.
Yes.
So, why are you calling me?
Well, because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Who would that be?
Well, it's a girl that you met while you were working at the bar. I guess you're a bartender?
Yeah, that narrows it down.
Yeah. Yeah, I meet a lot of women on the bar.
We heard you were
I figured.
a dreamy bartender.
Well, I won't deny that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured you'd meet a lot of women, but this one I think you would remember because you kicked down a door for her.
Okay. That was Natalie.
Yes, it was.
All right.
It was Natalie, and she emailed us and told us about your crazy night. She also said that you haven't texted her or called her back since then, and she's wondering why.
Oh boy, yeah, that was one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had.
Okay, wait, I have to know. How long did you stay that night?
Hold on, how much do you guys know?
Well, we know that she was pretty hammered, and then you guys went back to her place, and she didn't have her keys, so she had you kick the door in, and then you made out on the couch before she fell asleep. That's all she told us.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah, it was going great. Everything, the date was fine, and she was pretty drunk, but I mean, we made out, and that was it. And she passed out on the couch, so I put a blanket over her. And I left the apartment, and then in the morning, which was like 2-3 hours later, I checked back in on her with some coffee and a bagel because I knew she'd be pretty hungover.
That's really nice of you.
Well, thank you. I guess I am a dreamboat.
Yeah. I'm like, maybe that may be the most shocking part of this whole thing to me.
Yeah.
So what'd you find?
I'm outside the place with the coffee, and there's a ton of cops, and I'm asking this girl next to me, like, what happened? And she says that apparently someone broke into one of the apartments the night before.
And you're like, oh, I think I know who that was.
Yeah, that was me. So as soon as I heard what happened, I'm knowing, like, okay, they're all looking for me, so I probably shouldn't speak up or say anything about this.
Yeah.
So I just hung out and drank that coffee outside. And,
just to see what would happen next?
yeah, well, actually, I was chatting with the girl who told me the story, and she was actually pretty good looking, and we hit it off pretty nicely, and I haven't said anything about that night to anyone until right now.
Wait.
Oh.
You were hitting on the girl?
Well, she was kind of hitting on me a little more, but yeah, we chatted outside for a bit, and we're still hanging out. We're still seeing each other.
And she doesn't know the story?
That's awesome. Yeah, does she have any idea? And so you've never told her that you were the one that kicked in that door?
No, I was just a passerby on the street.
Just checking it out.
Yeah.
Coffee and bagel in hand.
And now you're dating someone that lives in the same building as Natalie.
Yeah, pretty crazy, right?
Oh my God, it got crazier.
Yeah. Man, Natalie, I don't think is going to take this well.
Well, I wasn't planning on telling her.
Yeah, but unfortunately you kind of did because Natalie's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Come on.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe this.
Holy she's really there? Oh my God, I thought you were kidding.
No.
Nope. Sorry. I know you wish I was.
Well, we're talking to some other girl. Who is it? Because I know just about everybody in my complex. Who is it? And they are not cute. Who is it, Paul?
I'm not getting them in trouble too. Look, you don't need to freak out. We're not even dating. You're not my girlfriend.
I'm not freaking out. I just wonder you can't even call me back. What's the big deal? Send me a text.
You were so drunk I didn't even know you'd remember me.
Okay, I was tipsy. And we had so much fun.
Hold on. No, you fell asleep while we were making out.
Yeah, because I felt really comfortable with you.
That's what it was.
Oh, my God. That was the best line you maybe have said this whole time, Natalie.
You felt so comfortable that you fell asleep mid-kiss.
What's the big deal? It was my birthday. We spent my birthday together. That was special.
Oh.
It was so crazy. I literally was put in handcuffs. You would have died.
Well, actually, I did see you in those handcuffs when they were walking you out of the building. But I don't know. I was having a pretty good conversation.
Oh, that's cold. What does she have that I don't have? Really, put us head to head. What does she have that I don't? Exactly. Can't even think of it.
She hasn't fallen asleep while making out yet.
Oh my God, you are just as tipsy. We did shots together.
I will say, Paul, I mean, you must have liked her if you were going to bring her a bagel and coffee for recovery time.
We had fun. I'll admit that, yeah.
Are you exclusive with this new girl, or is it just still in the casual dating phase?
We're figuring it out.
Well, let's figure it out, too.
I mean,
Isn't all this kind of weird for you, hearing that I talk with this other girl and everything? You really want to see me again?
Yeah, I do. I mean, like, whatever. Life is life. Things happen. But I think we had something. And I just want to have more fun with you.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, my God.
Let's just hang out. We're
All right.
fresh. Yeah.
I'd be down to hang out. I just don't think we should hang out around your apartment building.
Oh, my God. That is so
All right,
sketchy,
well-
Paul.
And then, Paul, would you like to go out on a second date with Natalie? We'll pay for it.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, I'm down.
I told you.
I knew it. I knew it.
Red flags everywhere.
We're going to have some fun.
Yeah, great. I mean, I'm down. We again, though, like, not around your apartment.
Oh, my God.
Paul, is this because you broke down the door or because of the other girl?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Sean?
This is he.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Any idea what Brooke and Jubal in the morning is?
Kinda, yeah. I don't...
Okay. It sounds like you have no idea at all. I'll just tell you. Brooke and Jubal in the morning, it's a radio show.
Oh.
Yeah. My name is Jubal, and then there's Brooke, and then there's Jose.
Yeah.
So, why are you calling me?
That's a good question, Sean. We're calling you because you recently went out with one of our listeners. Her name is Rachel.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and Rachel told us about the night she met you. She also said you guys chatted for a little bit, but now you kind of dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Is it weird because she's maybe just jumping the gun? It hasn't been very many days, so...
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to embarrass Rachel at all. You know, like, I don't know how much you guys know about what happened that night. So...
Well, I'll tell you what she told us. She said you guys met at a bar because you grabbed a drink, she thought you stole her drink, and then you guys started talking.
Yeah.
And then went to another bar where you played like a fun game role-playing where she went in and then you came in and talked to her.
Like you redid your first meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, at first I was very hesitant to do it because, I don't know, it's awkward. It's not kind of my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know what? Why not? We're having a great time. Let's do it. And, you know, the whole thing kind of like got really unstable really fast.
Unstable? How so? Did she get like crazy on you and try to stab you with a fork?
Not that extreme, but at a certain point, she just got up and started yelling and screaming at me.
Wait, hold on. When you guys did the role playing where she was reintroducing herself and you were doing a new meeting, she started screaming at you?
Well, yeah, I mean, not at first, but like all of a sudden she got up from her chair and then she just started like ranting and raving and yelling at me.
About what? What was she yelling about?
Well, she was saying that I came late. And then, well, the crazier thing was it made me really uncomfortable about me by accidentally taking her drink because she yelled and said that like she doesn't like a guy who drinks too much and that I was drinking too much.
Okay, so
I'm so confused
It
right
was-
now.
was it like she was in character, but the character was somebody who was yelling at you?
Yeah, and then so I like, you know, out of nowhere, because I was kind of going along with it, even though it was really uncomfortable. And then I kind of broke character, and I was like, "Are you serious? Like, you know, like, are we really fighting?" And she was like, "What do you mean? Am I being serious? Of course I'm being like." And then she just kept going. I just gave her more ammunition to revamp again.
Oh, wait, so maybe she wasn't in character. Maybe she was like legit mad at you, you think?
I have no idea. We got out of the bar, and I was like terrified. I was about to piss my pants.
Oh, no.
She told us that everything ended nicely between you guys, a nice little hug, and then you guys texted a little bit back and forth after.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if she might be the next best performer since Andy Kaufman. I have no idea. But I was like, I don't want to talk to her. Let me just get out of this situation as soon as possible. And then I did.
So you were still scared of her?
No, I'm actually like scared of her right now.
Oh.
Like, I mean, the last thing that I want to do is be in a room with her.
Okay.
Well, then,
You know?
I hate to tell you this, Sean, but you're actually on the phone with her because she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, maybe yell at you. I don't know. Rachel, are you there?
This is kind of awkward. I didn't expect to hear all of that.
I wasn't lying. Like, I just don't know what you expected. Like,
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that you were lying. I don't know. I thought we were like having fun and we were both on the same page. Like, I thought it was funny.
Oh my gosh, Rachel. Is that honestly why you left, I don't know, that huge part out of the story when you told us?
I mean, no, I pretty much told you guys everything that happened. I said that we role played. I mean, maybe I raised my voice a little bit, like, but I don't think it was the way that, like, Sean was explaining it. I don't think it was scary, and he was frightened of me.
I mean, I was scared. The bartender, people around us noticed, and they kept, like, looking at us. You don't remember that?
I know, but remember when I said outside, I was like, it'll be so funny because everybody in there won't know, like, what's going on, you know, like when you start talking to me, and, you know, that's kind of what I meant. Like, I was like, it's going to be, you know, so exciting. Like, they're going to be like, what?
But exciting for who? Like, we're never going to hear that.
And Rachel, how is it so exciting to watch a couple fight in a bar?
We weren't fighting. She was just yelling at me. A fight is when both parties are there.
Come on, you know, every once in a while when you see people, like, bickering in public, or, like, you see something that you don't see very often, it's kind of entertaining.
Yeah, like the way car crashes are.
Exactly.
Exactly? Oh, Rachel.
Yeah, I mean, it is entertaining to see that.
I don't mean entertaining like, yay. I mean, like, entertaining like, what? I can't look away. Like, I don't know. I just thought it would be something we would laugh about, like, after, like, remember their faces.
Rachel, the bartender asked me to leave. Okay, that's how bad this was. All right? And I only think you're seeing it from your perspective of that you thought it was funny.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. Maybe next time we should flip it and you can be mad at me.
Oh my gosh. No, why aren't you learning from this? There shouldn't be a next time. We should just end this game.
I just don't understand why you have so much aggression. Had you told me before we went into the bar that you were going to yell at me, I might not have agreed to it.
But that was the whole, like, surprise, like improv or whatever.
Oh my gosh, Rachel.
You got to go with it, Sean.
Yeah, I wasn't angry. I thought, like, oh, this will spice it up. This will be funny.
I just tried to dismiss it as that you were just drunk and that you just didn't know what you were doing. And
I knew exactly what I was doing, and the fact that you were scared means I did one hell of a job.
Oh my gosh, Rachel.
We'll give you the Oscar for terrifying me the most. I don't know what you want to hear.
But she does sound fun loving, and she doesn't sound like she was legit angry.
Yeah.
I wasn't angry at all. I'm so fun. Come on.
Well, then, like, why did you bring up my mother? My relationship. It doesn't make any sense.
No, wait. It was role playing. You like anything's fair game, and we don't even know each other that well. I don't even know your mom. It's fine.
I know. It made me feel weird.
Well, Sean, would you like to go on a date with an Oscar winner? Because we'd like to send you out on a second date with Rachel. We'll pay for it.
To be honest, I don't know if I want to, go out again.
Oh.
Is there anything, Rachel, that you could say to him other than yelling at him that could convince Sean to go on another date with you?
Only that I really am a lot of fun, and I heard what you said, and I would not have brought up your mother if we were really, like, together for a long time, so
For a long time.
that should make you feel better.
I appreciate the sentiment, and, thank you for hearing me out, but I don't think we should do it.
Okay. Well, Rachel, now do you want to yell at him?
No, I mean, I guess I'm glad that I know what actually happened.
Yeah, maybe no more role playing on first dates. Yeah, or second or third.
Or maybe I just shouldn't date these that can't handle it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Jennifer?
This is Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. I've never heard of you.
That's fine. But I have heard of you and a lot of really good things about you.
What is going on here? I've got things I need to do today.
Okay, well, we'll get you off the phone really quickly. I just want to talk to you because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you. His name is Danny, and you and Danny went out on a date, and Danny adores you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not him.
Yeah.
Whoa, he really
Oh, my
likes
God.
you.
Now he's using the radio to get a hold of me? Jesus.
You're a little sick of Danny, aren't you?
I never should have gone out with him.
What?
Well, and why do you say that? I mean, we actually talked to him about your date because he emailed us, really wanted us to get a hold of you. We talked to him, and he seems a bit over the top when it comes to his emotions, but doesn't seem like a bad dude.
But he's over the top. He's too much. He's ridiculous. Did he tell you what he did?
Are you talking about when he dropped down to one knee?
Yeah, that was so embarrassing.
What was going through your head when that happened?
I was thinking, holy crap, is this guy posing to me? I've known him for an hour.
Yeah, that's understandable to get a little scared about that.
I've never. I mean, he was like, I would be honored to go out with you on a second date. Will you please join me? Like, it was so strange. It felt like I was in, like, a play.
So, I mean, before that, did you like him?
I mean, when we first met, he seemed cool, but I don't know, it just started to get a little bit strange. He started talking about how many kids he wants and, like, marriage and things you don't really talk about on the first date.
Oh, I don't know, Jennifer. I feel like that's the normal progression of a first date, isn't it? You start with hi, and then you end with how many kids you're going to have?
Yeah, no, it freaked me out.
Okay.
It's pretty understandable.
And now my family's involved with it. Of all the things, I just wanted to get this guy off my back and never see him again, and now my mother and father are involved in it.
How are your mother and father involved?
You guys don't know that? Yeah, he called them. He called my parents.
What?
I did not give him their number.
What?
Let's keep that. Yeah, he found them. He found them like a crazy stalker.
Oh.
He was texting me every day, sending me poems. He sent me a sonnet by Shakespeare, and I was ignoring him for days, okay? And then all of a sudden, my mother called me, and she said, well, you know, Jennifer, you are getting a little bit older. I think it is time to start a family. And I said, what the hell are you talking about, Mom? And she said, well, this very nice boy, Danny, ended up calling me.
Wait.
And I said, what are you talking about? I didn't give him your number. And she said, oh, he seems like a sweet boy, very old-fashioned. Reminds me of your father.
No.
Wow.
He actually got your parents on his side, too?
Yes. She said he reminded her of my father. Whoa. And she said, we only knew each other for 2 weeks before we got engaged. And it's, oh, look, you guys have only known each other for 2 weeks, too. You should get engaged. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Everyone has lost their mind.
I'm the only sane person right now.
No, Jennifer, that's not true. I'm sane also. It's Danny.
What is going on? Why is he on the phone right now?
Well, Jennifer, that's the way this works. Danny is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Has he been listening to this whole conversation?
Yeah.
I heard everything. Look, your parents, they're an example of pure love, and I want to have that kind of relationship with you.
I didn't give you their phone number. I never gave you permission to call my parents. That's the issue. I don't care what my parents say. I don't care what you say. You found my parents' number and called them and tried to, like, ask my father's permission to, like, be with me. Like, that's weird.
It's weird.
No, guys, look, honestly, Jennifer, I would go to the ends of the earth to find you. You didn't respond
You've
to any
known
of my
me for an
emails
hour.
or my voicemails.
What? You've known me for an hour. What is this, Romeo and Juliet? Like, we're adults. We're. This is the real world. I don't even know who you are. You don't even know my birthday. Like, or maybe you do because you looked it up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he doesn't know anything at this point if he had your parents' phone number and called them.
Look, Jennifer, I'm not a crazy guy. Everything I did that night, I did it because I thought it would make you feel special. And, okay, I got a little excited when I got down on one knee and asked you for another date, but I wanted to be there for you. I want to be that emblem for you. I want to be someone who makes you feel special. Whoa. Like, the world's like crazy, and if one person can make you feel like you're something like more than just what everyone else experiences, isn't that worth it? Isn't that worth fighting for?
I appreciate what you're saying. You're very sweet. You're a nice guy. But it's too much for me, man. I don't know what, I can't. Like, I'm so sorry, but it's making me uncomfortable. You don't want to make me uncomfortable, do you?
No, that's complete opposite of what I want to do. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what
I'm
you're
just trying
doing.
to follow my heart.
Okay, well, follow your heart with someone else, please.
Danny! Danny, I thought you were going to try to dial it back, man.
Okay, Jennifer, fine. This is the last thing I will ever say to you. Look, there's 3 things I would never break. And that's I would never break your trust. I would never break your promise. And I would never break your heart.
Yeah.
I swear I can tone it back. I just got really excited because I wanted to make you feel special.
Well, how about this, Jennifer? Would you like to go out on a second date with Danny? I'm not down on one knee, but I'm over the phone. But we will pay for that date. Would you go out with him one more time?
No. No, 1,000 times no, to use some poetry.
Jennifer, you heard the 3 things you should never break part, right?
Oh, yes. And, dude, you already broke my trust because you contacted my parents without me giving you permission or their phone number. That's kind of like the definition of trust.
I just thought I didn't mean to break.
No, I don't need to hear from you ever again.
Everything.
Nope. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Don't ever contact me again.
And there she goes. Danny, I think Jennifer hung up the phone.
Okay.
Danny, listen, it's really sweet that you believe in love at first sight and all that stuff, but you really got to respect people's boundaries, man.
Yeah, you're right. Look, maybe I just go back to the grocery store tonight and just try it again. And the universe is a crazy place, and I'm sure I'll be able to find someone. I just got to keep trying because you can't give up with love.
Yeah,
You just got to keep going, man. Just hang out in the frozen food section, and one day you will find that true love.
Do you guys really think so? Because I'll believe it if you guys believe it.
Yeah, true love is out there, man.
It's waiting for you, Danny.
That's really nice to hear, guys. Thanks so much.
And it might not be in the frozen food section. It could also be over by the condiments or the bathroom items. I don't know where it is, but it's in the grocery store, and you will find it. Trust me, I know you will.
Thank you so much. Remember how I said I would be your number one listener if you got Jennifer on the phone?
Yeah.
I will always be your number one listener for what you've done for me today.
Awesome.
You know what, Danny? A lot of people tell us that, and you're the only one I've ever fully believed.
Yeah.
I know that you were definitely going to be there.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
We the best